Level 1. The person of interest. Imagine this. It starts with a knock. No loud noises or scary cops. Just two nice men at your door at breakfast time. They ask if you can talk for a bit. They are very kind. They say a name you know and a place you went. They don't say you are a bad person. They just want to understand things. You let them inside because good people let police inside, right? That is your very first mistake. The talk goes on for a long time. They ask how you know the person who got hurt and where you were that night. You tell the truth because you did nothing wrong. They write things down, say thank you, and go away. You go to work. You eat lunch. You go home. Everything feels okay. But you have a small, scary feeling in your head that won't go away. It was the way the second man looked at you. Not mean, just watching you very closely. Like a person watching a little fish in the water, waiting to catch it. 3 days pass. Your neighbor Scott tells you two men in suits came to ask about you. Nothing big, he says. Just questions about when you go to work and if you have friends over. He tells you this over the fence, like it is just a normal story. You try to laugh, but your tummy feels very sick. That night, you look at your computer. The news has a small story. The police are looking for someone who did a bad thing. They don't know who it is yet. You read it many times. You tell yourself, I am safe because I am good. But when you close the computer, your hands are shaking. The men come back a week later. They are still kind, but the questions are not the same. They want to know about your phone. They ask to see where your phone was that night. You ask them, do I need a helper? They say you can get one, but it might make you look like you have a secret. You show them your phone because you want to be a good person. They leave with a map of every place you went. 2 days later, your boss tells you to stay home. He says it is just to be safe because the police are asking questions. No one tells you what the police said. But when you go to get your things, the way your friends look at you tells you everything. The police haven't said you did anything bad. They don't have to. Just the fact that they are looking at you is already making your whole life fall apart. Level 2. The suspect. On a Tuesday, the police come back with a big, important paper. They don't take you to jail, but they want to test your spit. An officer comes into your house. It only takes a tiny bit of time. They rub a soft stick on the inside of your mouth, put it in a little bag, and walk away. You just stand there in your kitchen, holding the piece of paper. You suddenly realize that in a big police book somewhere, they are calling you the bad guy. That night, your neighbor Scott comes over. He brings some drinks and doesn't ask any questions at all. That is just what you need. You both sit outside and stay very quiet for a long time. Then, he says something that makes you feel good. He says no matter what happens, he knows you are good. He has lived next door for 4 years. He has seen how kind you are to people. He doesn't need a judge to tell him who you are. It is the nicest thing anyone has said to you in a long time. You almost tell him the whole story right then. You want to tell him how the police have the wrong times, how things look very bad but are not true at all, how you were just in the wrong place at a very bad time. You want to say how a big, scary thing is coming to hurt you and you can't stop it, but you stay quiet. If you tell Scott, the police will bother him too. You don't want to bring your good friend into this mess. The next morning, your helper lady calls. She looked at all the police papers, and the news is very bad. The hurt person was found just 3 streets away from your house. Your phone shows you were near there that night. A camera saw someone who looks just like you walking that way, right before the bad thing happened. It doesn't show you did it, but it tells a scary story. And stories are how they put people in jail. Then, the news on TV starts talking about it. Just your town's news, not everyone's news. They don't say your name, but they give so many clues that your friends know it is you. Your mom calls you on the phone. She saw the news, and she is crying. You tell her it is all a big mistake. She wants to believe you. You can hear in her voice that she is trying very, very hard. Then your money starts going away. You have to pay the helper lady. You can't go to work to get more money. The person who owns your house suddenly wants you to move out. The world is made for good people. The second someone calls you a suspect, the world tries to push you out like a piece of bad food. Level 3. The arrest. 6 weeks after that first knock on your door, the bad paper comes. You are not at home. You are sitting with your helper lady looking at papers when her phone rings. Her face looks very sad before she even speaks. A big judge said the police can take you to jail for a very bad crime. Your helper lady says you should go to the police house yourself. It is the best thing to do, so you look brave. You walk into the big building with her right next to you. They take pictures of your face and ink pictures of your fingers. The policeman there does this all day long. He treats you like you are just a piece of paper he is putting in a box. You aren't a person anymore. You are just a number on a card. The judge says, "You need a lot of money to go home. Your family tries so hard to find the money. Your mom gives the bank her house. Your sister gives all the money in her piggy bank. Your nice neighbor Scott brings some money he was saving for a little boat. You tell him, 'No way,' but he just puts the money on the desk and walks out quietly. You finally get to go home. But now you have a heavy, ugly black box locked on your leg. It makes a loud noise if you walk too far outside. Your whole world is just your small rooms now. You are not really in a jail room, but wearing this box and waiting for a scary talk in court feels like a jail with nicer chairs. The big court day is in 4 months. Your helper lady works so hard, she finds mistakes in the police story. The camera movie is blurry, and the person in it could be anyone. The spit test is not back yet. She thinks you can win and go free if the police can't find real proof that you were there. But then the test results come back. It is so bad, they found a piece of your hair at the scary place. Your hair, inside a building you have never, ever visited. Your helper lady gets very quiet when she reads this. She asks if you are keeping a secret. You tell her the truth. You have never been inside that building. You have no idea how your hair got there. She believes you. But she also knows the people in the court will not let you go free if your hair is at the bad place, even if she tells the best story ever. Level 4. Running away. You never break the rules. The worst thing you ever did was drive a little too fast. You never thought about running away. But it is 3 in the morning. You are sitting in your room. The ugly box on your leg is blinking a little green light. You look at the police papers and know they are going to lock you up. Suddenly, your heart feels like it breaks. The police are supposed to find the truth, but they are telling a big lie. You will stay in a scary jail for a long time for something you did not do. At 4:17 inches the morning, you cut the box off your leg. Snip. You only have 8 tiny minutes before their computers make a sound. You have 12 minutes before a police car comes to your house. You have 20 minutes before the big police start looking for you. You get in your car and drive away. You have no plan. You just go because staying still means giving up. Your phone is turned off and thrown in a smelly trash can far away. You only have a little bit of paper money, just $400. It is a small amount, but right now, it is everything in the world. By sunrise, the big police know your name. By lunch, your face is on every police computer. A special team of police whose only job is to catch runners starts looking for you. They catch many people every single day. You are not special to them. You are just their work for the day. You leave your car at a bus station in a place far away. You use your money to buy a ticket to a city you have never seen. On the bus, you sit in the back. You do not look at anyone. Every person who looks at you feels like a scary monster. Every police car you see makes your heart go thump, thump, thump. You are learning a hard lesson. The world is full of cameras and people watching. Your nice neighbor Scott finds out you ran away when the police knock on his door. They ask when he saw you last and if he knows where you went. Scott tells the truth. He really does not know. The police look through his whole house anyway. They find nothing. But they keep his name in their big book. They know that to catch a runner, they can use the runner's friends like a trap. Level 5. The Big Hunt. The big police team is not like the movies. They don't have a giant room with your picture. Instead, they act like a cold, smart computer. They look at every single thing you ever did. Every time you bought a toy, every call, every tiny message, they make a map of your whole life. They try to guess where a scared person like you would go to hide. They talk to every person you know. The person who cuts your hair, your old work friends, and even an old girlfriend. They visit your mom twice. She tells them nothing because she knows nothing. They visit your best friend Scott 3 times. Every time, they stay longer and act meaner. They know he is your best buddy. They know about his boat money. They ask if he helped you run away. He says no. They don't believe him. On the 3rd visit, they try to scare him really bad. They put papers on his table and say they might put him in jail for helping a bad guy. Scott looks into their eyes. He tells them he doesn't know where you are. And he tells them even if he did know, he would never, ever tell. They leave the scary papers on his table to make him worry. In week 2, your face is on the big TV for the whole country to see. You watch it on a fuzzy TV in a cheap, dirty room. The news person says you have a big gun and are very scary. That is a giant lie. You don't have a gun, you have never even held one, but calling you scary means the police can be mean when they find you. So, you change everything. You cut off all your hair. You buy weird old clothes you would never wear. You even learn to walk funny, walking very slow with your head down. You do this so people don't know it is you. You work hard jobs for a little bit of cash, like carrying heavy boxes where they don't ask for your name. You eat yucky food. Your money goes away so fast. Your $400 turns into $200, then just $50. You feel so much fear. Now it is week 6. You are in a tiny town far away. You work at a farm store for a man who pays you $30 a day. You sleep in a little room above a garage. The lady there thinks your name is James. You have been running for 42 days. Every morning, you check the TV to see if they caught the real bad guy. Every morning, there is nothing. The police have not stopped. They are looking harder. They check your mom's phone again. They have secret police watching Scott all day long. They think best friends will always try to talk. Scott knows they are watching him outside his window, but he doesn't tell anyone. He is so smart and brave, he just goes to work. He waters his garden. He lives his life very quiet because he knows that is the best way to keep you safe. The scary threat of jail stays over him like a dark cloud. A helper tells Scott he needs to stop being your friend, but Scott is a true brother. He tells that helper to go away instead. Level 6. The end. You are sitting in a little place to eat. You forgot the name of the town. You are eating yellow eggs and drinking coffee. Suddenly, you see your face on the TV. But the news is different. The police caught a bad guy. They found the real person who did the bad thing. The test showed it was another man. He lived in the same building as the hurt person. Remember your hair? It was from a laundry room. The bad guy got your hair on his coat and took it into the room. A tiny hair almost sent you to jail forever. You put your fork down. Your eggs get cold. The lady asks if you want more coffee, but you can't even talk. The TV is saying the truth. You didn't do it. Someone else did, and now they have him. But the TV does not say you are safe. You are still in trouble for running away. You cut the box off your leg and used a fake name. The police know you didn't do the first bad thing, but running away is still a broken rule. You call your helper lady. She has been trying to find you. She says, "Come home, go to the police. The scary crime is gone. The running away part is easier to fix." She thinks you will only get a little time and a timeout because you were so scared. Then, you call your best friend Scott. It is the first time you have talked to him in 73 days. He picks up the phone fast. He says, "Your real name? No one has called you that in a long time." Hearing his voice makes your heart feel warm again. You tell him, "It is over." He says he knows. He saw the TV too. He wants to come get you, but you say you need to be brave and go back alone. He says something very nice. He says he never thought you did it. Not even once. Not when the police were mean, or when the TV said you were scary. He knew you were good because he is your friend. You go back home to the police. You have to face the music for running away. You aren't running anymore. You are going to something good. The police take your pictures again for the new broken rule. Your mom and your helper lady are there, and Scott is sitting in the waiting room, being very quiet and kind. It takes 11 months to fix the trouble. You tell the judge you are sorry for running. The judge sees the police were wrong about the first crime. He says you must stay in jail for 14 months. But the time you already waited counts. So you only have 3 more months to go. It is not totally fair. Fair would mean this never happened, but it is the best you can get. Scott visits you every 2 weeks. He talks about his garden and his tomatoes. He talks about normal, happy things. He never talks about how the police were mean to him or the money he spent. He lost his peace for 3 months to help you, but he doesn't mind because he is a true brother. You feel bad for what happened to him, and that feeling is heavier than jail. You leave jail on a Wednesday. Scott picks you up and takes you to his house. Your old house is gone, but he has a bed for you. Hearing him in the next room makes you feel safe. The next morning, Scott is watering his plants. He hands you the hose. You water the plants together and don't say a word. You are free. No box on your leg and no one is hunting you. You lost a lot of things because the police made a mistake, but you have your friend. That should be a happy ending. And most days, it is.